The thing about great successful people is that they are aware of the things that they're not good at, and they spend less time focusing on those things as they do the things that they're good at, and they surround themselves with more talented and successful people.
Welcome to Walking with Jordi.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Walking with Jordi show, where I'm your host Jordi and I talk about the things that I care about in life. So on today's episode, the thought that came to mind was we all suck. And the truth and the fact of the matter is that we all suck. There's a lot of things in our life that we'll never, ever get good at. Now, look, we can practice, we can get better, we can make improvements in certain things, but there are certain things that aren't just native to us. For instance, we will never, ever be able to, all right, let me not say we, me, Jordi, I'll never be excellent at dancing. I'll never be a great basketball player. I will never be a great financial manager. And I'll never be a great visual artist like that. You know, I take nice pictures. But the point being is that I try to live my life focusing on the things that I'm good at and doubling that, because if you ever focus on the things that I've been doing for the past 5 years, hello new people, I have only been speaking about photography. And now recently, since I've been running a lot of advertising campaigns for myself, a lot of stuff related to Instagram ads, Facebook ads, and, you know, paying attention to the nitty gritty of building a business. You know, those are the only things that I talk about. The reason that I get up and I'm able to speak about my invoices or how the numbers in my business are doing is because I'm currently in the process of building a business. The goal that we have for this year is getting to $50,000. And the point in all of that is to just say that, look, what are you good at and what are you gonna ensure that you focus on? Because knowledge is now accessible to everybody by the click of a Google. Like, hey, Google, how do I do this? Hey, Alexa, whatever. But if you're going to spend time focusing on the stuff that you suck at, you'll not have that time to focus on the stuff that you're good at. And I believe that as, you know, conversations become more open, as more people do realize that school is a one-size-fits-all equation, as we continue to have more conversations about these things, that we'll be able to, you know, come to the terms that, hey, some people should be a comedian. That person should be a creative director. That person should be a great financial advisor. And, you know, the point being in all of that is you cannot spend too much time focusing on things that you're not good at. The thing about great successful people is that they are aware of the things that they're not good at, and they spend less time focusing on those things as they do the things that they're good at, and they surround themselves with more talented and successful people. Now, my challenge to you and to myself every single day is what are the things that I can do today that will propel me to my larger goal? Because my larger goal is to, you know, build as big of a business as my talent allows, you know, and I'm currently testing the limits of that. You know, every year I'm growing, but we can't, for everybody that wants to build $1 million business, you know, now I'm going to start asking, have you built a $500,000 business? Have you built a $10,000 business? You know, like we all want $1 million, but you know what, if you really, if all of us could have a camera, like you throw a Pokeball and there's like a camera following us around, a lot of us would probably be disappointed in the cumulative amount of hours that we waste throughout the entire week. And let me break it down for you. And this is why compounding is a great thing for all of us to learn, because the principles of compounding is that you do a little bit each time and then over time it explodes, right? Look at this. I work a 9 to 5 and I get home from work, I nap for maybe, from work to get home, it's like maybe 5 to 6 o'clock, and then 6 to 7 I'm sleeping. So let's say I work from 9 to 5 and then I start my evening at 7:30, 8 p.m. Then now from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I watch 2 hours of a Netflix show. From 10 to 11, I'm on FaceTime with a couple of my other friends. And then from 11 to 12 to 1 a.m., I'm watching other shows. If you really do the math, that's 4 hours in that day that you did not spend on building your business or working on your dreams or doing an acting video or whatever aspiration that you have. Now let's add that over 5 days for the week. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's 20 hours that you wasted for that week. Now, if you do the math over the course of a month, you multiply that by 4, you already done wasted 80 hours not working on the thing that you care about because you don't have stuff in perspective. So the point being is that whatever you want to do, you need to first test it to see if you're actually good at it or if you like it on a hobby level. Because the only way that you'll know if you're good at something is if you put the hours in to try to work and figure it out. The other part of it is to focus on what your strengths is. For me, I love to be on camera, obviously, because this is not intimidating for me. I don't care that y'all see my bags or whatever. I have good skin. Thank you, mom and dad, for that. But I like to be on camera because I like to share the things that I'm good at. But if you're a good writer, if you're a good speaker and you don't like to be on camera, that's something that you could do. If you know you have a natural talent for making people laugh, that's probably something that you should explore. If there's something like, if you're a great writer, like you can still get to writers. Like that's why platforms like Medium and LinkedIn exist for very good writers. Like I'm not that strong of a writer as I am a verbal communicator. And to wrap this video up, because it doesn't need to be long, stop worrying about what you're not good at and focus on the things that you're good at. And life becomes so much easier because you stop worrying about the fact that you are not a good communicator on video camera. You stop worrying about the fact that you're not a good writer or a singer, actor, dancer, model, business analyst, financial planner, whatever. If you do you and only focus on you, life becomes so much easier. Because look, a lot of us are not meant for school. Like I failed so many classes in school. I just did because it's hard. And, it might not be in my vested interest long term, but who knows, who cares? That's for me to figure out. And you need to figure out what you're good at too. And that's my message for today. Focus on you, focus on your strengths, and forget everything else. Nothing else matters but you and your journey. And that's my 2 cents for the day. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I will never, ever, ever take your attention for granted. Thank you.
Welcome to Walking with Jordi.
Purchase your tracks